I promised you guys I would do this, and I'm doing it. I'm a guy of my word. I did the show yesterday. It was great. And that was really for the East Coast and the United States of Canada and the United States. This is really for you guys in Europe, all over Ireland. And I've heard from so many people all over the world. And so I got a pretty good following over in Europe and London and England and all of that area, United Kingdom, guys. And I really appreciate it. All the way up to Germany. And this hits everybody. So thanks for being on. Thanks for the super fans. Love that. Thanks for the support. I want to start out this feed by saying I'm looking at the questions, but I'm going to start out with prison abuse. You guys know what my mission is. Excuse my my cold. I got a cold. By the end of the show, I'll be out. But anyway, I said I'd do this, and I'm going to do it. I see the questions come rolling in, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to start out just with a little bit about prison abuse. You guys know of the rapper Kodak Black. He's in an American prison now. His charge is some gun charge. He had a gun. He shouldn't have had it. But I'm not going to get into his charge. I'm going to get into what's happened. He's being abused in prison. And I believe everything that's being said. He was in what they call FDC Miami, which is the Federal Detention Center in downtown Miami. And now he's in FTC Oklahoma, which I just spoke about. That's where the air transports. Hey, thanks for the $10, Ben. Man, I love it. The money coming in. You guys, Vic, man, I told you didn't have to do that, bro. Appreciate it, though. Hope there's a question there. Love you, lad. Here's a little more. Also, I'd love a signed copy of the book. That'd be really awesome. Have a great. You're going to get one. Once the books come in, we are going to be getting books. I'm not going to charge anybody for signing them. I'm just going to sell them as is, but I am going to sign them since you guys are waiting. You guys got it. Obviously, I'm going to put them up, and you guys first, no matter what happened, no matter how many I get. I ordered 3,000. If they go, but the guys like Vic and stuff, you're going to be on the first list, and I'll let you guys know. I'll send you guys messages. So thanks. I appreciate that. Talking back to Kodak Black. Kodak Black's in prison, and he's being abused, not getting medical care. Watch the guy die next to him, just like I talk about. And it's really happening. And now he's in FTC, Oklahoma, the Federal Transportation Center in the center of the United States. And he's going from there to whatever prison he's going. I'm hearing it's someplace in Kentucky. They have a couple places in Kentucky, I think. Hey, thanks for the $10, Ben. Keep up the great work. Guys, great. Thank you very much. You guys know I really appreciate your support. I'm not doing this another show to get that. I'm doing it for Europe. Europe couldn't be on last night. I had a great support from the United States and Canada. I really appreciate all over the world. And this is great. I'm enjoying my YouTube family. I'm loving it. People don't know I'm working with my son. And Darian's my editor, and another buddy of mine, Peter. And we're trying to make this as big as we can. We're not making money right now, obviously. So we do appreciate the support. And I'm building it. I will promise you this. Videos are coming out. As you saw this morning, the next chapter, they hated me because I knew the law. That came out. Next chapter, part 2 of that chapter is coming out Sunday. And then, obviously, I'll be reading more and doing more. Man, thanks for the support, guys. I love the super fans. I mean, that really means a lot. Some of the questions coming in. Can you do a video about gambling, bookmaking days? Yeah. The after prison show, after this whole series I'm doing about the book, Gangster Redemption, I'm going to do a series is the Untold Stories. That's going to be mostly about my robberies. Every robbery is going to go into detail, so every video will be a robbery. And I'm going to also go into other ways we used to make money with the mob and how we used to earn money with bookmaking and loan sharking and stealing other stuff, scams, things we did that I'm not proud of. And maybe if you know about them, you won't get conned. They got these scams going all over the world now, in the United States. They're calling from the Social Security Administration. They got, I laugh. I fuck with those people. I totally, man. I let them stay online and fuck with them. And then I tell them they're a piece of shit scumbag later. I don't like when you're robbing from people like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging anybody in this world. But I never rob from old people. I never rob from kids. Those are the two things I pressure. I respect them. Kids, elderly, that's different. Hey, thanks, hey Sal, I appreciate that. You want a question answer? That's what this super fans. Great. What are your thoughts on the Antwerp diamond heist? Yeah, well, there's a lot of diamond heists. Antwerp is where the main diamonds come in. Most of your diamonds come from Africa, the mines in Africa. Russia has a lot of mines. De Beers bought them out. But they come to Antwerp, and your best cutters in the world are there and in Israel. And but there's so many heists I'm going to get into as well. I'm actually in talks with a TV place to do a series on all the major heists: the Germany heist, the London heist, 136 million, the $100 million heist where they went through a wall in London. You guys, I'm here. I'm talking to London and Europe, so you guys know all about the Pink Panther gang there. I'm trying to get questions. You guys should know about them. What's the biggest? What's the biggest someone's ever suitcased? Funny story. You guys must be reading the book and listening. Obviously, I think I told it in the book. I watched the guy take 6 quarter rolls, a quarter roll, a quarter roll of coins, 6 quarter rolls, and insert them in their rectum, and it went up their intestines. And when he came back to the unit with the dope, it was packed with solid with weed. It kept coming out. It looked like a slot machine. The guy's on the toilet, he's pulling them out, and it's like, here comes another one. What the fuck? 6 quarter rolls. Think of that. Obviously, you have 7 extra inches in your anal canal to hide anything you want, and I don't suggest it. I had to do what I did to survive. Trust me, it's not fun, and I don't suggest it at all. Thanks, Vic. I don't know if you got off the line, but thanks again, bro. I really appreciate it. All these questions coming in. Did you ever incline to all? Hold on. Let me just stop this one. I know when these super fans come in, I have to jump on those. What was your favorite thing to do in prison? Wow. As far as drugs or anything like that in prison, and favorite thing to do, we used to play a lot of Pinochle. It's a card game. And I was a big reader, a very big reader. I read books, all the time. And when I read books, it was a way to pass time. I also did the law work. I got into the law really big. As far as the fun things I did, obviously Pinochle, used to play for money and stuff, and also walk the track, bullshit with people, listen to Sinatra on Sundays. That was a big thing I did. And for drugs, it was acid. I don't suggest anybody doing acid or any drug. And that's what I did. It was crazy. Hey, Penn, thanks for the money, man. I really appreciate the $10. That means a lot. Hope you're having a good day. I really enjoyed your take on the GTA video. I'm an experienced Payday 2 player and was wondering how I could get you some footage to review. Yeah, email me. People do email me. So you can email me. Just go to my website, Reality Check Program. My email's in there. Go to the contact area. Email me. I am going to review Payday. That's one of the hoppers. I have hundreds of videos in the hopper. And Payday review. People are saying the crime scenes in Payday are off the charts. I'm going to review that, Penn. That's one of them. And obviously, you can get me the footage. We'll probably use that. I don't know. Darian and my son play GTA, so they're the ones who I'm going to use stuff. I'll talk to my son, get him to play that Payday. And I don't play the game. It'd take me a lot to learn it. And then time-wise, it'd be tough, but it'd be pretty cool. Let me get this thing going. And I did like it. And I do hope that GTA or one of these companies that are one that are with Payday contact me. Trust me, I can make that game so much better. I can do points and stuff. There's so many things we can do better, make that game. And I guarantee that game would be a lot better. Great. Thanks for the money. Vic, man. Hey, Vic, man. Thanks again. Man, really. How did the Coast Guard pension work while in prison? Good question, man. They take it away, most of it. They take it away and they give it to your wife. I was married at the time. And matter of fact, when I went to prison, I had a 15-month-old daughter with my second wife. I have a 6-year-old son, and I went to prison. That's what makes me want to keep people out of prison. My son was 18 when I got out. My daughter was 13. And I lost their lives, man. That's the tough part. The Coast Guard pension actually would come in, and I wouldn't get all of my pension because they take out your housing and all that kind of, yeah, really. But they take out your housing and stuff like that. And then they give you a very little amount of money. And it pretty much helped me, gave a few bucks to my ex-wife. and also who was literally raising my daughter with nothing. And then I got some money into the prison so I could survive in prison. And I did hustle and stuff. Hey, that Italian lira, man, that's pretty cool. I'm getting $5. Thanks, YOLO. What is your favorite moment, your previous heist? Great videos and greens from England. Finland, man, thanks. What's my greatest video previous heist moments? You know, part of the heist, every heist was different and every heist was wild. Quick story on a heist. I did a heist in Daytona Beach, Florida, and I set it up so well that when I used an alias, the federal government and the local police, they thought it was somebody else that lived there because I got a address from the area that was a boarded up, you know, like a winter home, and you could tell the shutters were up. And when I did that, the cops thought I used that name and that address when I was in that area. So the cops thought that guy was it. It so happened, this is funny, the guy was in prison at the time. So they thought he talked to somebody on the street to set up all this robbery in that area in Daytona. Totally coincidental. And it was kind of wild how I set that robbery up. It's it. You guys probably read about or listened to me talk about that. Again, what I'm going to do for the next series, it's going to call The Untold Stories. I'm going to go into all of these robberies in minute detail, make videos on every robbery. And I think it should be pretty cool. A great question. Hey man, Christopher, thanks for the money, man. Great, thanks for the $10. These things mean a lot. You guys think I make a lot of money? I don't. We just started this thing. We're struggling. As you can see, I'm in my room here. I sleep in this room, so I don't think I'm making money. I do the videos with that camera right there. I'm loving it. Don't get me wrong. I hope to make it someday on this platform. But as you know, I answer a lot of these, and I also do this full time. So I really appreciate it. Chris, your question, if you could go back in time and do things differently, what would you have done for work other than crime? Great question. I might have been a lawyer. I love the law. I'm pretty good at it. I hate to brag. I'm pretty highly intelligent. Got a high IQ. I retain the law pretty well. I would like to do the law. Besides the law, you know, I'm a business guy. I like action. I want to do something where you always have action. I don't think you should do something that you don't love or want to do for a long time. So I do love the law, and I'll tell you why. I love helping people. There's a dude I met here on YouTube. I'm not going to mention his name. He's going through something in the law, and I'm helping him because I had the time, the location was right, everything happened, and I'm going to help the guy. So I'll hope people understand why I do things. Good lawyers should want to help the people. Yeah, they make money, stuff like that. But that's what I'd probably do. Great question, Christopher. Hey, man, thanks for the $5. Barack Dav. No question, man. Give me a question. Here, a couple of guys. Thanks for the money, bro. Here comes another guy. Another one. Hater and alliator. Another $10. Thanks a lot, man. As a fellow military member, how did you have in military? Excuse my cold, guys. Military background, help or not in prison? Respect from inmates, prisoners. Love the videos. Thanks for serving. Germany, Army post, man. Hey, thank you for your service. I think that's pretty cool. It did help. It's discipline. It's getting up. Listen, in prison, you don't sleep. When the doors are open, you're up with your boots or your sneakers on. You don't know who's going to kill you. You don't know who you pissed off the night before. And because of that, you better be ready. And discipline and the military helped me out. I love the Coast Guard. I would have stayed in the Coast Guard forever if I wasn't forced to retire because getting hurt. I definitely would. As you can see, people ask me about this. I got 5 vertebrae in my neck, 10 in my back, fused. So, but the military did help me. And hey, man, you're in Germany. I don't know if you're American or not. Much respect, man. Stay safe over there, please. You're helping us out. Appreciate that. Oh, wow. Here's another one. Shyla, great job. Love your channel. You're a good-hearted guy. I got a couple of ideas. Going to send it to your email. As a question, what was the key to your success in one sentence? Lots of bro. One sentence. How about one word? Tenacity. I don't quit. I keep trying. I'm going to go on this YouTube. I believe in it. I'm going to go on it. You get haters and shit, but that's just life. I'm going to, tenacity. Keep doing it. Don't quit. That's a great question. And please send me your email. That's pretty cool. Wow, look at this. 38 bucks, 39 bucks, man. That's pretty cool. Love listening to your videos at work. Work, man. You're supposed to be working, but hey, I'm glad you listen to my videos. Maybe people at work are listening to them too. I hope the stories get you through a day. I hope some of my advice gets you through a day. People who know me, I'm real. I'm not going to bullshit you. Some people might not like me, and they do, and that's just what it is. But I'm going to be true and honest. I'm going to try to help you. I made some fucked up choices in my life. And trust me, I didn't live some creamy life. I had a rough life. Prison wasn't easy. I was in there from 1996 to 2007. Tough times, man. Don't think it was a joke. American prison system's the worst in the world. I respect Europe and a lot of Germany for number one for prison systems. You guys do it a lot better. It's not gravy, I get me, but I respect you. Okay, man. Wow, 59 bucks from Seek. Victor, man, thanks, man. That's a lot, man. I appreciate it from the heart. If you were to meet any of the prison guards who abuse you, what would you do? Listen to me. That's a great question. I'll tell you why. It took me many years to say I wouldn't kill the dude that pissed on my face. Just think of this. A guard took his dick out and peed on my fucking face. Man, I fucking get fucking goosebumps. Man, I really have because thinking about what kind of person would do that to another man when he's in the worst part of his life. What got me through that was now I don't know what I don't want to meet anybody. And I'll tell you why. I really feel bad for them. I hate to say you pray for them because how fucked up is your life if you got to abuse a dude who's in the worst part of his life? How do you go home and talk to your wife or your friends and say, man, yeah, I pissed on a guy. You think you're a fucking badass? Man, at that time, if I would have saw that guy myself, I guarantee I would be in prison. If I could have killed him back then, I wouldn't be doing this YouTube. So the Lord has some great plans for me. And I'm not a big religious guy, but I'm a spiritual guy. I think everything happens for reasons. But I would have killed that dude. And now I think I'd pray for the dude. Amen. Thanks for the money again. K-Splash. Loving listening to your videos at work. Keep it up. Next guy, Aiden, thanks for the 10 bucks. I love your videos. Much love from Maine. Oh, wow, Maine. Pretty cool, man. I'd always wanted to go up to Maine. I heard the country is great, not in the winter, though. I'm in Florida, not in the winter, guys. Thanks for that, man. I really appreciate that support. I really do. Guys think it's, listen, everybody's got to do something. So the haters that say, don't do this, don't do that, go here. You know, you're supporting me, and I appreciate that, and I thank you. And I'm going to keep giving you my all. Videos, conversation, answering shit, advice if I can give it. Trust me, when my book comes out, I'm going to sell them for the regular price. I'm not charging for signing them. My son told me that. He said, Dad, don't do that. That's not cool. He's pretty cool. My son's a smart kid, too. I love him. C-Note, $4.99. Great. Well, at what point did you decide to change your living of life of crime to living the life you do now? Did an event in prison cause it specifically? Yeah, I think seeing a friend, Jack, hang himself and die in prison, that was a big turning point in my life. Seeing a lot of friends of mine die. There's a lot of good dudes I would be playing with on the yard, playing horseshoes, playing softball with, or we're talking, walking the yard, and the next day they're dead. And I'm talking guys our age. At this time, I went to prison at 34 years old. I got out at 46. So I'm talking about guys in the prime of their life, and they're fucking dead because the prison system didn't give medical care. Something happened. And seeing that waste. Also seeing young dudes come to prison thinking they're badass. None of them are badasses when they get there. Trust me. You're a badass when you're in beforehand. When you get to that fucking environment, you're not a badass. Trust me. I'm a pretty badass. And I know this dudes in prison will fuck me up. Okay? I've been stabbed twice. I've fucking been shot. I was on the outside. But trust me, nobody's a badass in prison. You don't fight fair. Trust me. You could lose your life in a fight. And I've seen it happen. Man, thanks. 1999. Tyler Masters. Thanks, Mo. Did you have Did you have a meal you were looking forward to eating once you were out? Big juicy steak. You have given me hours and hours of entertainment and will give me hours more, I'm sure. Love you, Larry. I would never peel you. Thanks. I'm glad you wouldn't peel my face, man. Trust me, even if I was into that, nah, I'm not. But listen, I'm a fucking freak too. But listen, man, I appreciate the question. Yes, this is crazy. I love fucking pizza. In chapter 14, that's coming up soon, I'm going to talk all about getting out and food and prison and when you get out, how the feeling is in and stuff like that. It's going to be a great fucking chapter. And yes, food. Anybody who goes to prison has been in there for 6 months, a year. Forget as long as I was in there. You ask them what they miss most, and you know what they're going to tell you? Food, not sex. Sex may be second, but it's food. Trust me when I tell you. I love pizza. You have no fucking clue how I felt to have a New York pizza, a slice, bent down, the grease coming. Guys in New York are going to notice. You just fold it over and the grease is dripping down and you fucking eat that grease. Wow, look, you get me hungry, man. You get me freaking hungry. But great question. Here's another one. The Lunatic. I like that. $10. Appreciate it, man. Lira, what's the biggest scar you have mentally or physically from prison? Love that you tell the truth without sugarcoating. Keep the channel going, bro. Look at the chat donations. You're missing some. Thank you for that update. I'm going to go looking now, and I really appreciate that. I'm learning all this, and I'm going to keep looking. What I meant was scar. I have mental scars. Seeing some friends die hits me. I mean, I scream. I witnessed. I was on the first tier, and a kid got his anus cut with a sharp object, a razor blade, from the top of his anus until his scrotum. And this fucking guy raped this guy, and seminal fluid was coming out of the guy's ass. I read the fucking report. You want to talk about scarring you? That vision, and you're not going to forget it now. Just me hearing this. They literally cut his ass. Now people say, why would you cut his ass? You know, sex, you know, you want a tight ass, you know. Trust me, rape is not about sex. Rape is about violence. Don't ever forget that. So that's a scar that I'll live with for the rest of my life, that voice and that guy screaming for his life. And he didn't die. I know they sewed him up or whatever, but how fucked up do you think his head is? Trust me, it is. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. Here's another one. I love your video so much. Did anyone you know think about escaping? Yeah. Just watch the video about Alcatraz. Yeah. Matter of fact, I didn't. Dudes used to think about escaping at all. I worked on the East Yard in Atlanta. It was where you used to pick up trash sometimes. You worked in the kitchen, then you'd take another job, and you got to work. So I'd work in the East Yard. You work 3 hours. You work from a certain time. It's not really work. They keep you busy, cleaning stuff up with a broom and a little fucking pan. So I used to work the East Yard. So I watched guys, and it was a place where there was a fence. It was kind of a blind spot for the gun towers. I used to watch guys pacing shit off, guys taking wire away from a way to get through the first fence, which you can do. They have so many layers of fences and then a wall. So I used to see and hear guys about escape plans. I watched guys try to escape. If you guys know who Woody Harrelson is, the actor, his dad, Charlie Harrelson, tried to escape Atlanta, put a ladder up, and he was snitched out by what they call the holdover unit. They would say, hey, guys, get out. Fucking got caught that way. Anyway, I was Charlie Harrelson. That was just before I got to Atlanta. And so a lot of people try to escape, and I've never thought about. I used to sit and think about it and say how I would do it, and I totally think I could have did it, but I didn't do it because then you're on the run for life. Anybody who has escaped, who's been on a lam, will tell you it's one of the worst feelings in the world, and I get that. I'm sorry if I'm missing people, man. I really am. I'm trying to catch these people. $4.99 here. $5 towards the delicious, greasy slice of that New York style. Man, fuck, you don't know. Now you got me hungry. I want to go get a piece of pizza. I'm in Florida, and trust me, the pizza sucks. There's no pizza. Actually, there's one here in the area I'm in. It's called Bizarro's. You can look it up. Bizarro's New York style pizza. I know the owner very well, and he's from New York. And matter of fact, I got a question, something about tattoos. I'm going to do a whole video on tattoos and what they mean and everything. All of this was done with melted chess pieces. This whole stuff. Look at that fish scene. Look, you got what do you got? Is this the yeah? You got a piranha. You got a swordfish. You got this is blowfish, saltwater blowfish here. This is a saltwater sunfish. You got a shark. You got a marlin, piranha. So guys did these tattoos in the joint. Freehand. Wow, $75. Who's this? Wow. Matteo de Costa, thank you. Wow. I'm not from Europe. I'm from Uruguay. Big fan. What was the cleanest robbery you made? Cleanest, I'm thinking you're going to be the quickest in and out getaway. A lot of them were like that per se, because I had them so well planned. I was really good at what I did. I hate to brag about that, but it's true. I was very good. I'll tell you what, the quick, he brought it back. A robbery in Savannah, Georgia. It was during a rainy day, planned it well. When I went in it, after I put the two people down in the back, I brought my two guys in, and they had jewelry cases on each side. And I'm standing in the middle, walking back and forth like a general. And I'm in a suit now, you know, and each guy's cleaning each jewelry case out, jewelry shelves and cases out. And in the back, I already took down the safe, and I knew where the box of diamond was. And it was so small. It was a Friedman Jewelers. I'll never do that again. One of those chain robberies. I didn't get much. I think I got $250,000 out of that. And it wasn't worth it. I mean, I'm talking about their value, not what I got a lot less than that. But it was an easy, and it was clean. Like you said, in and out, clean. It was such a rainy day. People actually walked by, and I was standing at the door like this with a suit. And they'd look and they'd say hi, and I'd say hi, you know, nod my head, wave, and they'd keep going. Meanwhile, the guys are emptying out the store. So I guess that's you call it the cleanest robbery. This guy, Tyler, did you have a meal? Oh, I answered that, man. Let me get back to some more questions. Even guys, just even the guys that don't get money, I'm gonna answer questions. Is drop the soap real? Yeah, a little bit. I'd say half. Sometimes it is. It depends on where you're at. In the prisons I was in, it had single shower units. If someone went in there, you know, you're fighting for your life. But in Lewisburg, there would be 4 shower heads, and they would bring 4 inmates in with you. So you go to shower with 4 dudes. Yeah, you're all naked, washing your balls and ass right there. If you drop that soap, I wouldn't, and that soap, you know, slides down to the guy next to you, consider it gone. You know, you did good things. You got smart. You carry 2 bars of soap. One drops, part of doing business, man. I wouldn't drop the soap and bend my ass in front of some dude just so he might think, not that he would do anything right there, but he might think you're trying to, you know, get fucked by him or something. And you're sending off the wrong message. Before you know it, he's down to you. Yeah, fucking, you know, Lawton bent over in the shower, man. He wanted me to fuck him. And now you're like, what the fuck? You know, you didn't, but you wouldn't do that. Stuff you learn when you're in prison. How much do you bench? My biggest bench was 375. I was pretty good bench. Not anymore. I got a bad back. I do some stuff, body weight stuff now. I used to do push-ups, mad push-ups. I used to be able to do 1,000 push-ups and 1,000 crunches in 50 minutes. Think of that. 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 crunches. I used to do set of 60, get up. 30 seconds later, set of 60, pop out 180. Then every minute or so, I would do 30, 30, 30, 30. And then I had other routines. We used to do push-ups during TV shows. If you're watching the TV room, during commercials, you whack out push-ups. Trust me, you're going to get in bad shape. Hey, yeah, thanks for the money, guys. Again, hi, Larry. Finished guy. You finished. Do you have experience on prison elsewhere than the U.S.? Also, could you make a video to compare? Yes, I'm going to do that. Another great video to do. And believe me, I write these down. I will make sure all these video suggestions are getting done. Give me time. I can only do so many. But yes. Do I have a little bit? Yes. I've been with dudes in prison who were in European prisons. Obviously, certain countries are pretty bad, like Mexico or El Salvador or Guatemala. They're pretty bad, and they're third world countries. The United States has the worst prison system that's not third world. And Germany has the best. I don't know how Finnish prison or Finland would be, but I'm going to look into that, and I'm going to start comparing them, and I will contact the right people. So stay tuned. Great question. Another guy, $20, man. Appreciate this from STO and whatever you know. Hey, man, I love your videos. Keep the stories coming. Love it. Quick question. Who are the guys with you in the picture in the beginning of every episode when you talk about the book? Greetings from Sweden. Sweden. Pretty cool. I always want to go to Sweden. Heard about the Sweden girls. I don't know. I just want to check out Sweden. Those dudes are gang members. Some were dirty white boys from our Aryan Brotherhood, or those was Aztecas, I think. The one dude next to me is Aryan Nation, and he has tattoos from here to his whole freaking body. Most fake, literally. I don't think there's a piece of his body not tattooed. I don't know about something else, but he's totally fucking tatted. I wasn't in any gang. I'm not into gangs. Didn't I associated? Obviously, you're a white dude in prison. You're going to be with the white guys. You're a black dude. You're going to be with the black guy. Hispanic dudes. Mexicans. You're going to be a paisa. Paisas are just a general Mexican, not an Azteca, not a MA, not certain different norteños, sereños. Those are different gangs in prison. A paisa is just everybody, the regular Mexican. They got pretty strong in some prisons. They stuck together. But I wasn't in a gang. And I'm just not, and I never was. So this thing's going pretty good. It's already through there. Check out my merch, guys. Look at this cup. Pretty cool, huh? Check out our merch, man. Pick up a shirt. We got some hoodies and stuff. Love it. I love it. Guys showed me pictures of somebody sent me pictures of them wearing my hoodie, and I thought it was pretty cool. I really appreciate the support, and that's what supports me. Next guy here, Hayden. Thanks for $5. Really, man. All this little money, everything, $1, $2, $5. But trust me, it helps us. Helps us keep this stuff going. Where were you ever tempted to return to jewelry stores you robbed before and after prison? No, I did hear that. Yeah, a guy was contacted by a newspaper, did an article on me, and the jewelry owner was very happy that I'm doing what I'm doing and gave me a lot of support. I never hurt the jewelry owners or anything like that, so I wasn't out to get, be a nasty guy. I wanted the jewels, and I tell people all the time, if you get robbed, give the dude what he wants, get your insurance and run on. In fact, I know some jewelry store owners made some money. I don't know who and what, but one time I was getting interviewed by the FBI, and they go, "Wow, Lawton, you got 1.2 million out of that store." So 1.2 million. Nah, I got about 800, 850. He goes, "Well, the guy put down 1.2 million." Hey, listen, he made his money. Good for him. No problem. He just sold his whole store. That's what that means. Wow, $50. SEK, where's that? How can you stop private prisons? Yeah, we have state-owned prisons. Oh, Sweden. Hey, thanks, Sweden. And it's very different from here from the States. Don't know too much myself, though. Hey, you see my cat? Hey, Daisy. Yeah, guys, private prisons is what's the worst thing. Anytime a company is business model is for you to stay in prison, how legit can it be? Think about what I'm saying. How legit can that be? It's bullshit. I don't believe in it. I want to stop them. Private prisons are the worst in the United States. They have the biggest companies, and I'm sure they're all over the world now. Geo and a place called, it used to be CCA. If you just typed in CCA prisons, it was Community Corporation of America. Now I think it's like ComCivic, some bullshit. They changed their name. They get sued so much. I hope they stop them. And if they're in Sweden, I guarantee you that's a bad model. I don't care what state or country you're from. Private prisons, when their model is to keep you in, how do you have rehabilitation? Do they really give a shit about you? They want you in. Their goal is for you to come back and keep their profits high. They can say whatever the fuck they want. It's bullshit. Daniel, thanks, Feldman. Dan, appreciate it. Really enjoyed the channel and your stories. I wish you had a question. Obviously, you don't have to, but thanks. I appreciate the $5. And, like I said, that always means a lot. And I'm not just saying that. All of us guys here, this team, I try to give them a few bucks. We're doing something we can do. We're We're going to keep this going. I got to keep this going. I want to keep telling stories and changing lives. My goal, everybody, and please help me if you can. I want to build this to 1 million or 2 million or 3 million subscribers and truly make some impact. I'm talking about do campaigns against states or countries, prison systems. You know, you have enough people, you can make change. Hey, Kim Kardashian did it in the United States. Got a lady out of prison, and her network and her power did that. I respect her for that. Oh, wow. DKK, I think this is the same guy. Thanks again, man. Another $50. Hi, Larry. I love your video. How is your relationship with your kids nowadays? Denmark. I work with my son. I love my son and daughter. I have great relationships. Things sometimes were hairy when I first got out. I'll tell you a story. Hurt me to the core. My daughter was very young. My daughter was 13, and I was trying to help her, and she ended up moving with me. And one day I was disciplining her, and she said to me, "Hey, Daddy, where were you my whole life?" You don't think that ripped my heart out? You're damn right it did. It is what it is. My son never did that. He kind of grew up. My son grew up a little different than my daughter. My son grew up in Brooklyn, which he's a more street guy. My son grew up with mobsters and gangsters, and my son was a street kid himself, and he is smart as a whip. I love them. I love my kids more than anything. Now I have 2 grandkids, and trust me, everything I do is going to be for them, and it is. And more I do things and loving that is what I live for. Great question. And I tell you what I used to do with my kids when I was in prison. I knew they wouldn't write, but I used to write them all the time. I used to give them homework in the mail. My daughter used to say that. I used to give her 1 + 1 = 2 + 4, and whatever it is, and give her. She used to say, "Damn, Dad." My dad used to get to this day, and I'm going to interview my kids. How's that? I will have my kids on the video. People have been asking about that, so I am going to do that, and they'll tell you. You can ask them the questions. Okay, here another $5. Artie, could you play Prison Architect? I'd like to see you review other people's prisons and even make your own. Really loving the channel. Hey, thanks, Artie. I've been asked that a couple of times. And I am going to do that. I heard about that game, but my prison is going to be more of the model of Germany. If anybody doesn't know, look at 60 Minutes, German prisons. They did a great show. They have really good prisons in Germany because they concentrate on rehabilitation. Don't get me wrong. If you're a victim of a crime and a dude needs to be in prison, I get it. Listen, I tell this all the time. There were people I was in prison I never want to see get out. Those dudes, fucking psychopaths. They have no business living next to you, me, my son, daughters, anybody I know. They have no business. They're crazy. They're going to kill you. They're going to do something sick. So there is a place for prisons, but sadly, they don't do enough rehabilitation. And the United States is terrible on it. The Dr. Anarchy, thanks for the $5. What was your largest score and was the biggest change in the world while you were in prison that shocked you? Biggest score was about 1.3, 1.4 million. My end was about 450,000, almost $500,000. Bag of cash. I set up a score, and I think I did a chapter, would have been about a $12 million score. I actually set it up where I was going to get about 4 million. And I set it up where they were going to give me $1 million up front, and then I was getting out of town. And million over 6 months. Literally set that up. It never happened, and thank God I would have had to kidnap people, and thank God it didn't happen. And the other part of the question was shocked me. Communications. When I went to prison, they had the old Razor flip phone. Some of you guys will remember that. When I went to prison, they used to have the brick phones, those big brick Motorola phones. When I got out of prison, they had the Razor flip phone. But technology was the biggest thing that messed me up. I had a computer. It didn't have this Wi-Fi and this shit and cables. It had a modem. And I mean a slow modem. We used to think you had a great... I remember I went to prison 3 or 4 years after I'm in prison. I bought a computer for $5,000 right before I went to prison. I tried to give that computer to my son. My son laughed. He goes, "Pops," he goes, "that thing is like an anchor. It's worth nothing." Like, what do you mean? I paid $5,000. Technology's changed so much. So that's the biggest change I saw. Thanks, Janine. Janine, how you doing? Janine Martin, a woman. Thanks, man. Hold on, your question. Janine, you should watch the French movie A Prophet. Do that and make a video about it. It's about the French prison system. I'll do that, and I'll tell you that's pretty cool because I love watching movies. If you guys go to Vanity Fair, I have 5.1 million views. I review movies, and I'm a movie buff, so I'm going to check that out. Thanks for that. Thanks for the money. Verna Guard, $25. Appreciate it big time. Not a prison topic. What are your hobbies? You opened my eyes to a world I never thought about. Huge respect from Poland. Man, Poland. Cool, man. My hobbies is golf. I love golf. I don't do it enough. I got a bad back, but I'm a pretty good golfer. I love it. That's my passion. Next thing I want to do is travel. I do want to see the United States. I told you I have an RV, an old RV. And I'm going to take that. I'm going to go around. I'm going to take a tour and do something with the computer and have like meet and greets. Have some fun. I'm going to do some shit. But yes, traveling. But yes, golf too. Thanks for the money, bro. Okay, Finta, $4.99. What was one of the happiest moments you had behind bars besides the obvious of getting released? Seeing another dude get released. Watching my cellie win a case and literally them come to him and say, pack up. You won your case. You're going home. Blow you away. I also seen a dude named Donnie Carter. Donnie got pardoned. He got a pardon in prison by Bush. I think it was Bush or Clinton. No. This was, who was that? I think it was Bush. He got pardoned. And listen, it was so cool. We're in the unit. All of a sudden, here comes the warden, the captain, the associate warden. And they walk into the unit and they tell everyone, up against the wall. So we all stand against the wall. Now you got the warden, the captain, the administrators, the unit manager. They call inmate Carter. So he comes out. He was a reader. I got books. He used to put DC on his books. Black Magic, so you know who's the guy. But he used to get books in. I was a reader. Thought he was a great guy. And all of a sudden they said, you got pardoned. He couldn't go near anybody. He couldn't go back to his cell. They actually walked him into his cell, get whatever legal work he had. And they literally, the warden and everyone walked him out of the prison. That was cool. And the reason they did that is because if something happens to you in prison after your pardon, because you're literally free man, legal, innocent, whatever you want to call, presidential pardon, you got a presidential pardon, man, that warden would be out of a job because he just fucked that up with that guy. But that was a pretty cool moment, man. It was really cool. This one, next question, cool. Big Flamerang. Quick, Larry, I need your help. I just checked a bunch of Ben & Jerry's from a grocery store. I need your help finding a fit. Pretty funny, pretty cool. Eat them. Eat the evidence, man. I'm a Ben & Jerry's fan, man. I love fucking food. As you can tell, I'm 245 pounds, man. I got to lose weight. Yeah, I'm a big guy, but way out of shape. Everybody knows, we're all, that happens, man. We got a few more minutes. I don't know. Should I stay longer? I did that. I'm wondering if I should do that again. I don't know if I hear from, hey, Larry, big fan. Your stories are so interesting. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, Ben Thomas. Steve, free Kodak. Go for that. I agree, Steve. I'm going to work on that. Stay tuned. Go to my Instagram. Sign up for me. Please, everybody, go to Real Larry Lawton. I'm going to start posting stuff. You can also see some cool pictures of my prison days on my Instagram. So please go to Instagram. It's called Real Larry Lawton. Sign up and follow me. I'm going to be posting some shit for Kodak and other. Who's this guy? $5. Joseph, love from Toronto, Canada. Hey, my partner, my editor's in Toronto, I think Toronto. Have you ever watched shows like Prison Break? And is what a realistic represent. Yeah, I watched the beginning of Prison Break and it got too outlandish. Too much bullshit. I couldn't. It got stupid. The map on the body and all the bullshit. It got out of whack. The fucking guy get scarred. Fucking guy cut a knife down his fucking map up. But nah, it got crazy. But Yeah, I do watch movies. I'm a movie buff. I love it. Sean, thanks for the money. 6'9". Hey, Larry, just saw your newest video. Have they made any progressions on abusing inmates? Sadly, no. I'm going to be working on it, and I'm never going to quit. Uh, I hear it every day. I still hear from dudes in prison. Look what's happened to Kodak Black right now. No medical care. Watch the dude hang himself in the cell next to him. Shit that happened to me. It's happening right now. And it happened to me, 15 years ago. So I remember, I'll never forget. Everybody loves that. It's true. Certain things in prison I'll never forget. And some guys are teaching me about a meme. So we hope make some more shit about a meme. But yeah, it's still happening, sadly. And that's why I want to build this channel, build this platform to have a voice to truly make change. Get rid of politicians, whether it's Canada or wherever. I heard Canada prison system is a lot better than the United States. The United States, pretty fucking bad. Thanks for the money. The sound of Claire. Have a 5? Have a 5. What does that mean, Claire? Sound of Claire. Have a 5. What does that mean? Am I somebody help me? Tell me back again. Did you get pissed on by guard? Did you get, yes, I did. Shocked. Hold on. Hey, Larry, $4.99. Alex, thanks for the money. I'm actually from Virginia. I've watched this since chapter 1. I was wondering, did your kids have resentment towards you? I don't think they had resentment toward me. My son totally knew. I don't mean knew. My son grew up a different way than my daughter. I think my daughter did a little bit. I don't think now. I try to educate them. My son grew up a Brooklyn kid around mobsters. My funny story about my son. My ex-wife tells me what he's doing. Well, he didn't tell me. I find out what he's doing. He's so smart. He's about 8 years old. And he used to take his bicycle and ride it up and down in front of the bar where I used to hang out with all the mobsters. And they'd come out and say, hey, kid, how's your dad doing? And give him a 20 or give him a 10. My son used to hustle money. Talk about a smart kid, man. And I heard about that. And I know if my ex-wife ever heard about that, she'd have killed him. But, try to keep him away from that life. But it's just a smart kid. So he grew up in that lifestyle. So I don't think he had resentment. I think he wishes he could have saw me more. And we talked about that. And that wasn't his doing, of course. And I don't blame his mom. His mom, still have love for his mom. She's trying to protect her kid. And I totally get that. It's an environment people have no idea. And you don't want people around it, obviously. My daughter did see me a lot more. And that was because of her grandparents and my ex-wife. So they used to visit me. And they were closer, obviously. It helped. So more questions. Do you guys want me to stay? It's 2:48. I guess I'm going to stay a little bit more. I haven't heard anybody. So I think people want me to stay. So I'm going to stay for a little bit longer. Maybe another till what? So it's 1:40. How about 3 o'clock? I'll stay. You can see my voice is up. What's up, Larry? Jermaine Riley. Hello from Morocco. Portagy. Can you say the world? Yeah, man. I love it. I love the fucking love from the world. Hey, Bam. Thanks for the money. Does this work? Coming in late from South Europe. Wonder what you would have to say if you got the KP Dom Zeneca Criminal Correctional Home, the most notorious prison in my country. I'd love to research it, and I'm gonna find out what that prison's about. Thanks for that. And thanks for the money. Rube, $100. Wow, that's pretty cool. Where's Rube? I don't know. Who would you say was more of a gangster, John Gotti or Sammy? Fuck Sammy the Bull. And do you think Epstein committed suicide from Russia? Russia, love from Russia. Epstein, I believe, was murdered. I'll debate that with anybody. I think he was murdered. Sammy was a rat, and that's what a rat is. Gotti was a true gangster. Don't get your balls wrong. He was a true gangster. So that's your answer on all of those. I appreciate that. Epstein was murdered. I really believe that. Maximum Jordan Bush, $5. Appreciate it. When did you decide that being a thief would be more of a career and not just one of the two things? I grew up in that lifestyle, and I was drawn to it. Becoming a jewelry robber was my first one. Was a setup. After that, I was smart enough to see there was a lot of money in it. So it was a possession thing, meaning I was drawn to it. It was a suck, and that's why I want my son now to glorify that life. Look at this shit. You don't leave with money or any of that shit. Okay, next question. Wow, Kaz, $139. First question, I'll buy you a Montana brewed beer after your TEDx. You're doing great, Larry. Cool. I heard about TEDx. I'm going to look into that, and I definitely have a beer with you in a minute, man. Who's this? From the Apple Louvre. I think CA is Canada. $139, man. Much love. Larry, love your content, brother. Keep up the amazing work. You're on the road to 1 million. I really hope I am, and I hope I get 1 million and platform to build this up to help a lot of people. I really appreciate that money. It means a lot. Thanks, man. You guys, again, that means a lot. And people, it does. So I appreciate that, and much love back at you. And I hope we do hit 1 million. I really do. And I think we will. Hey, thanks for the $1. Appreciate that, man. You know, like I said, Martin, that's much appreciated, Martin. I appreciate it. Trying to get it. Trying to find out, Martin. No question with you. Give me a question with it. You guys, if you want questions, as Epstein was murdered, real talk to you. Real talk, yeah. I really believe he was murdered. And I can tell you how he did it. I'm going to talk more about that at the end of my end of the videos. It'd be too long right here. Too many things happened that were suspicious. I seen so much shit in the hole. I was in the hole. I was in prison just like him. I know exactly. It was in MDC, New York. They held El Chapo, John Gotti, Sammy Gravano, mob bosses. Nobody ever had an issue. Trust me. He had so much money that I think, listen, if I'm a guard and they offer me $20 million to do something and they figure it out, you don't think I'd fucking murder the guy? Trust me. The guy was a piece of shit to begin with. But people he knew shit on, he was going to tell. He knew shit on billionaires, princes, probably presidents. This dude knew everything. You don't think somebody would have thrown him 20 million? This guard or somebody, 30 million, 50 million? Talking about billionaires. So totally believe he was murdered. I'll debate that with anybody and why, too. I really will. So, holy donation. Thank you. Appreciate that. That is a holy donation. All of you guys, even without the donations, anybody commented, love you, Larry. I mean it. All of these things mean a lot. I'm sorry your book is out. I think it says. Where can I buy your book? You're going to be able to buy my book at right at my website. It's coming. It's coming quick, and we're going to put it up. I ordered them, so I can tell you that. Dylan, thanks for $5. Are you interested in going back to stock to make more money? To stocks. You know, they say that's where you make your money. I don't have money, but maybe someday if I get money, I'll go back into it. Maybe I'll speak at the stock market and show them about how money can fuck you up. Because I was a millionaire and money meant nothing and fucked me up. So I totally get that. Love from London. Thanks, Bobby G. Appreciate the couple bucks. All that shit means so much. Really does, guys. More so than people even know. Love your work. Much from Italy. I want to go to Italy. I do want to go to Italy. Politics. I try not to get into it. I have my views. I'm liberal. Let me put it this way. My political views. I'm fiscally conservative, socially liberal. I don't care who you fuck. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you marry. Have at it. Have fun. That's your own business. But I also don't believe in lazy people. So make money and earn it. Squad at $5. Thank you. How many of your robberies could you have gotten away with today? You know what? I could have got away with all of them. I think maybe I wouldn't have did certain ones that would have threw some obstacles up at me. I sometimes want to go back and just see if I could have did that store. When I go and see a jewelry store, I've been in a jewelry store. When I go into them now, it's different because I know what to look for, and it's kind of weird, and I think I could still get away with it. I hate to say that. Drippy Liquid, thanks for hey Larry, much love from Florida, my home. My question is, would you work someone write a heist video game concept? Yeah, I'd love for these companies to give me a call, and I could totally make a robbery movie that would blow you guys away. When I watched that GTA, the one I did. There's so many things I wanted to talk about, but it had been a 2-hour video. and I want to make. I totally can make a great video. I know I could. Movie. Samuel, thanks for the money. Do you own any jewelry? No. I'm not big into jewelry. I used to have it all, the bling, the diamond bracelet with my name, fully diamonds, Rolexes, watches, $20,000 watch. I had all that shit, gold chains. I'm not into it anymore. Something I got to watch, got to worry about getting robbed, this shit, and securing it. It's not a great spot for your money. I think jewelry on a woman looks beautiful, but not ostentatiously, meaning big earrings or some shit. I think really nice, half carat diamond earrings are beautiful. I think a nice ring, but not a big, big gaudy ring. I think jewelry on women are great, and jewelry on men too. I mean, certain stuff rings. I have a ring that's a mobster ring. I don't want to wear it, but it got a lot of meaning, and it's personal meanings. I'm sure I'll get into it someday. Just a little too long to you. Not that I won't say it. It's just a little too long today. That's for jewelry. Martin, here's a great question. Martin's coming in. Thanks for the $5, Martin. We still got about 5 more minutes. Hi, Larry. Robbed eBay and PayPal. Total $30,000. I used all fake info and fake digital bank. Withdrew the cash. Can you please catch me? Yeah, I don't know what the statute of limitation is, man, but fuck. I don't know. This is Felipe Franco. That can't be right. COP, whatever that means, 18,900. I don't know where you're at. Any politician answered your letters or made it public? Yes, I got actual answers from politicians. I'll show the letters someday. Felipe, thanks for the money, wherever that's from. I appreciate that. I really do. And, I'm going to fight. I'm going to keep fighting, doing everything I'm doing. We got 4 minutes left. And I want to keep answering questions here when I go. It's not USD. It's not, hold on, 18K. The 18K is like 6K. Okay, bullshit. Whatever that is. What the fuck, brah? That escalated quickly. Whatever that means. Come on, guys. Keep it clean out there. If deleted message. Thank you. Thank you, son. Delete these people, certain people. What do you do to your cellmate? Farts too much. Yeah, that actually happens. You get a guy who's fucking got a lot of gas, man. You'll watch dudes get in fucking fights and some serious shit. I've seen a guy get stabbed over that. I mean, I feel for the guy because how do you fucking stop yourself from farting? But if you're in a prison cell and you got to fart, I told you the toilets are stainless steel and they have a suction down them. When you hit that fucking button on a prison toilet, literally, I cut up a mattress, put it down there. So if you got to fart a lot, you sit on the toilet, and you fucking hit that thing, let that smell go down that fucking pipe. But I get it. Imagine at night. I mean, we used to laugh at shit when we had. Then until it got serious, dude got killed, get stabbed. I don't know if he got killed. Hey Nathan, thanks for the $5. Where's it? Listen to you. Hold on. I listen to your videos while work. Love the content. How many states have you hit jewelry stores in? Wow. Connecticut, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Florida. 5, 6 maybe. I might be missing one. 6 states. Over 20 stores, about 20-something jewelry stores. Did a fucking lot of robberies. That's just counting jewelry stores. Did a lot of other shit we're going to get into in the next series called The Untold Stories. So we're going to get into shit in there. Got a few minutes left, couple of minutes. My voice is going. Trust me, guys. I really appreciate the love. Again, Apple, Luva, thanks for that. This is a big money. And all you guys, thanks for the big money. I trust me, all the money, little and big, is so much appreciated. I'm going to answer these too when I go into the system. Jake, what's your first day out? How was your first day out? Shock. Total fucking shock. I couldn't even function. Lucky I didn't go back to prison. It wasn't for my cousin. I would have killed somebody. And that's a big problem with prison. So, I mean, that's exactly what happens. Brandon, did anyone you know ever try to escape prison? Yeah, I guess these are my son's highlighting them. Good job, lad. I appreciate those. Great question. What made you want to start robbing jewelry stores? The lifestyle I grew up in. And then the first one was a setup, and then I saw I could make money, and I was a hustler, man. Call it what it is. Okay, John Doe, why did you always wear a red shirt? Had great question. See this red shirt now, merch. Uh, when I first got out, I went on a TV show to talk about something, and someone said you have to wear something that people remember you by. I always used to wear a shirt because it's Florida, it's hot, and I don't want to fucking smell or any shit. So I had cut off shirts, and I just happened to wear it, and I put a sports jacket over it. And I was on the Huckabee show. You can look at the video. It's a good video if you want to know about my program. So I went on the Huckabee show, and during the show, I took off my jacket. That became like a signature move. I've actually had producers say to me, "Hey, can you wear the shirt and then take your jacket off?" So I've done that on many shows now, and it's become part of who I am. All right, that's about it. Here it is, 3 o'clock. Hey, listen, I love all you guys. I really appreciate the support. This will be posted later. Darren's gonna put it up. Thanks for the support. The money, the info, the love. I love it. I really appreciate it. I really mean that. Thanks again, everybody. Stay tuned. Videos coming out every Thursday, every Sunday. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Real Larry Lawton. Also, check out what I'm going to be talking about with Kodak Black, because we're going to be fighting prison abuse. If you have a question, email me. Trust me, you guys know I answer comments as well. So much love from everybody. Thank you. Have a great day. Stay safe. Make good choices. Have a good one.